Hey.
Hi. What's going on?
Oh, I don't know. I have a guess. I imagine it's some sort of audit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's that?
Kind of like a citizen's audit of procedures, responses, that sort of thing.
Well, isn't that a shame? Accountability for All was experiencing nothing but professionalism throughout the first 10 minutes of his interaction in the town hall of Hampton Falls, New Hampshire. But of course, there is always one Karen that decides to ruin it all. In which case...
Health and Human Services, essentially, and what's the other one? DCF is what they call it in Massachusetts. DCF, is that like Department of Children's Family?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as Massachusetts
you can
goes,
take pictures
you know,
of
not my so.
Okay, so you just hit me. So now she's in some trouble.
I guess my thing.
Like, I'm not talking to anyone or bothering anyone. You're gonna hit me with things. Now you've got yourself a problem.
So the lady tells this man that he's not allowed to be recording and then slams the door on him, hitting his camera in the process. And it's this moment right here, we the people, that gets this woman, that being Tammy, in a whole heap of trouble. How much trouble are we talking? Let's go ahead and roll the tape and find out. We sincerely hope you enjoy the rest.
As you can see, we've not talked to your staff. We're not bothering anyone. And the woman in the next office just assaulted me. So, the woman in the next office just assaulted me. I can show you, it's on video. And certainly unintended because we're not even speaking to people.
Okay. I'm sorry that happened. I'm not aware of what happened. Obviously, it was in my office.
Well, let me show you what happened. I have it on video here. I'll pause for a second so you can see. So, and you're the town administrator, so what do I do about that?
So you think that, are you harmed?
Yeah, so she used the door as means of a weapon to intimidate, to incite fear or harm, which falls under New Hampshire's statute for assault. The battery is when she makes contact with me.
Okay, so at this point right here, I try to look up the law on assault and battery myself when it comes to New Hampshire, and the closest thing I could find is simple assault, which is defined as knowingly or negligently causing physical bodily injury to somebody, whether or not it's with a weapon. I unfortunately couldn't find anything when it comes to battery in the state of New Hampshire, but I can assure you this much. Accountability for All has been doing this for years. And considering how much of an expert he is in doing this kind of thing, I have no reason to doubt that he's very much right in what he says. And setting aside legality of the situation, really just look at the situation before you. We have a Karen denying that this man has the right to be recording whatever he can see from public, and then slamming the door on him in the process. Legalities aside, don't you find that a little bit unprofessional? Especially considering that the forum doctrine has no bearing on whatever you can see from public you're able to record?
She did that specifically and solely, as you can see from the video, because I was recording. This gentleman wasn't wrong. I am a First Amendment auditor. I'm one of the largest in the nations, one of the first in the nations, one of the largest civil rights activists in the nations. My channel name is called Accountability for All. Her job is contingent on the fact of her getting out here, owning up to what she did and apologizing, or I'll have her drug out of here in handcuffs, and I'll be at every town meeting you have coming forward. I purposely go into every situation without saying I'm a First Amendment auditor and getting in people's face. I'm entirely rude and entirely polite, overly so there's no excuse for anyone to behave the way that she just did. So if she wants to wear bracelets that aren't connected together that eventually lead her to a police cell, an apology is what's looking good to me, ma'am. That's absolutely unacceptable and unprofessional. I haven't been sticking cameras in people's faces. I've been keeping my space. You went in your office. It doesn't say unauthorized access employees only. I could have walked right in there if I wanted to, make a good show and get a good video. I didn't. I act professional on purpose. It's not my job to be the professional in this building. It's hers. So she can apologize or she can go to jail today. And I can tell you that the Hampton Falls Police Department are going to take one look at me. They're going to know exactly who I am, and they're not going to let someone that just assaulted me get off the hook. They're going to summons her right to court. And then I'll be here every select board meeting, and we can figure it out that way.
Can I see the video again, please?
I showed you the video twice, ma'am.
No, you showed it to me once.
Now I'm not going to stop recording.
You showed it to me once. May I please see the video?
I've
again?
showed it to you twice. This gentleman was present. I don't know if he saw, but I've showed you the video twice. It was very clear.
So this person's saying that he went to video Tammy arriving to her job, and Tammy closed the door, and the door grazed his knuckle, and he's been assaulted.
We can mince words and try and dull it down, or we can stop lying and tell the truth. She slammed the door on me, and she used it after she told me that I was not allowed to film.
Sorry.
So it was means to intimidate or to place fear in me.
Did you want me to take a report from you?
Yeah, I want to charge, man.
Now, another thing to mention here is that guy right there isn't just any other cop, that's the chief of police of this town. And when Accountability for All says that he wants to file charges, the chief himself says, alright, implying that he agrees to it. So do they go through with filing charges against Tammy for what she did? Why don't we take a look and see?
I am sorry that I slammed the door. I need to go back to work. Good day, sir.
And you know what? It's big of us to even accept the fake apologies attached to severe attitudes. So I wish to not file a police report.
Thank you.
And for a viral video, people that do what we do, you can ask this gentleman and ask the chief. Official arrested is great for a viral video. I'm here for education, right? Like, you could have had a bad day and could have got someone that acts insane. And I'm very professional because the purpose of what we do is to provide education. And I don't know what happened today that made her upset. Maybe it's a personal thing. But and I know you know this. You have the top job. When you're a public-facing employee, like, it's important. And I'm sure with almost everyone that comes in here, there's no problems. And I'm sure if I ask most people in the town, tell me about Hampton Falls Town Hall, they're going to say, you have not seen a better town hall. Because that's what I hear all the time from different places. And that's similar to what I've heard from here. The problem is some people don't have the altruistic intentions that I have, where I just want to make sure that my rights are respected. Some people care most about that viral video. And the next thing you know, nationwide and in other countries, her 10 seconds of the worst day of her life has gone viral. And now she's getting fired, and there's possible charges pressed. Now the town's getting... Nobody wants that. I certainly don't want that. I didn't come here looking for that today.
No, that's not happening here today.
So
thank you for your time.
Yeah,
I've got to get back
Before
to
you
work,
leave,
too.
I'd like to place an RSA 91.
I couldn't agree more with Accountability for All in that situation. That lady's apology, if you want to even call it that, was so unbelievably fake. But hey, at the very least, she didn't stop him from recording anymore when he went into that office to record. After all, it wasn't restricted, it was unlocked, and not even the chief of police himself stopped Accountability for All. Not to mention the fact that Accountability for All's partner was able to file a FOIA request at the end of this. Overall, I think this turned out fairly well in the end. Nobody got arrested, even though one person may have deserved even a citation at the very least. But you know what? My thoughts on this may be different from yours, so we'd love to hear what you think in the comments down below. Not only that, we the people, but make sure you go subscribe to Accountability for All, let him know that recognizing your rights said hello, and give him all the love and support that you feel he deserves. Also, don't forget about our promo link to Attorney Shield, where you can use our promo code of ROR1776 to get your first purchase 10% off, to get yourselves protected from police interactions as soon as possible. Don't forget about our other links as well, including our link to our ebook, A Dozen Easy Meals. That being said, we the people, thank you so much once again for watching. The only other request I have for you is to never stop loving the good old Constitution.